Hello YouTube, Luigi here. I was so pleased with this purchase, this Coast FX350 for the price. Really solid rugged knife, that I looked further into Coast. And I realized on my eBay watch list was this guy, the Coast. It's the Coast CTT03600 Talon, black Talon. 4 1/8 inches closed, 3-inch 7CR17 stainless steel blade. I hate these things. There it is. Now this is a $9 knife. Honest to God. I figured, even if it's a piece of junk, I'm only out $9. Well, it came today, and you see it open. The reason I'm showing you this is because when I first got it, it had an unacceptable level of bad lock bar stick. And rather than have a cow and scream and send it back to the owner and all that, I figured I would just work it in. You can hear it there. But it's 1,000 times better than it was when I got it. It's eminently usable. It's just fine. Okay, let's talk about this. $9 knife. 4 1/8 inches closed. These are, although it looks like a textured D10, these are really a Zytel handle. But what grabbed me about this knife was the finger grooves. You know how much I like finger grooves. And the feel of this knife surprised the heck out of me because it reminded me of my Kershaw Volt 2 in terms of the thickness here that fills the hand, the texture, and the finger grooves. What it doesn't have is the nice sharp jimping that the Volt 2 has, but it's got jimping nonetheless. It's funny, I find my thumb going forward beyond where the jimping is, like that. So where it is doesn't do me a lot of good unless I choke back on it. See, it says Coast on the side. And fortunately, it says nothing on this side. I don't like a lot of graphics on the blades. I want to look at these thumb studs. They are dual thumb studs. We have a hollow grind. It's not real high and it's not real low. There's plenty of flat area there for people with those sharpening systems to get their clamps on there. The pocket clip is tipped down right side, and that is the only place it can be. But remember, it's a $9 knife. All I can tell you is this. I love the feel. Very important to me. I love the hand feel. This is, of course, not a tactical knife. It's an everyday, beat it up, use it up, scuff it up, have fun, beater, EDC. Utility knife. Use it and enjoy it. There's nothing sacred here, nothing safe about it. From a design point of view, I do like the unbroken continuity of this curve on the top. I think that's really well thought out. This is a long drop. I've looked at it. It's not a clip. It's not a spear point. It's a long drop. I think the blade has plenty of flat, plenty of belly, and some strong piercing that is not an ultra thin tip. Now, these Zytel scales have open pillar construction, but they have what I would call inset. I don't know if you can see that. Inset metal liners. Obviously, because this lock bar is one of them. This lock bar really goes way back. You can see it here if I hold it the angle right. But you can't see it if you look straight down. So the issue was lock stick when I first got it. The more I work it, the easier that becomes, and I'm glad. It just needed to be worked in. Let's take a look at the centering. Centering is not good. In fact, on this side, it might even be rubbing at the very top. Detent is not particularly strong, but I can't. Yeah, see, there was a shake open. Not particularly strong on the detent, but it does open well. We have one sided, sometimes they're two. Torx pivot adjustments, 3 Torx body screws that go through these pillar standoffs. And it is what it is. It's not a fancy knife. It's not an expensive knife. It's not pretending to be a piece of jewelry. But I'll tell you this, I think it's got some good design, like this unbroken curve, and some great, and I mean great, I'm really fussy about this, ergonomics. This fits my hand. Hands are very personal. What works for me may or may not work for you. Your mileage may vary. All right, that's a quick look, people. Another Coast knife. You know, Coast is in Portland, Oregon, but these are obviously overseas built. That's how they can bring them in at this price. Take good care. God bless. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.